Team Secret's turn to pick.
Venomancer.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil Genius's turn to pick.
Weaver.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to bat.
Tide Hunter.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil Genius's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil Genius's turn to pick. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Bloodseeker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Tegna.
You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yeah, we should have a great series ahead of us. A best of 3 between Evil Geniuses and Team Secret. Fog, what do we reckon? Power seems pretty split on this one, looking at the draft. Something a little different from both teams. Who's got the edge?
I have no idea. No, I'm not sure. This one does seem like a little bit of bizarre drafts coming out from both of them, but there are some comfort heroes for sure coming out. But the first thing is limited disables, right? On the side of EG in particular, they've got kind of like no stuns on their draft. They've got their Blood Rights, they've got their Silence, they've got the Ravage coming into play, but besides that, there's no real disables. So Weaver could have a pretty free game, but it is versus Bloodseeker, which is one of the better counters.
It is true. And they definitely have that lineup PG, which can be kind of nasty to try and fight into, because suddenly you're getting hit by these Ravages, Blood Rights, this AoE from the Venomancer, and of course, you know, the big old hero, the Templar Assassin, which does indeed have one of the better win rates here at this land. This hero has been looking pretty hot. 85%
win rate across 14 games. It's the highest, well, it's tied with the win rate of a couple heroes, but those heroes have less games. This one has the highest win rate across the highest games played. And we also will see a mid one playing Slardar. It's pretty intriguing to see that coming out. And they're looking to get a little aggressive here. Yeah. Fly will be fine.
Just kind of bully him a little bit. Hit the level 1 crush, couple of slaps. But Fly's actually going to be able to turn him with that Gale, trade back more damage to Puppey. Then he ends up taking himself, so Fly doesn't mind.
Yep, they're setting themselves up an aggro tri-lane, it looks like, on the side of Secret to shut down the Bloodseeker, which should be pretty damn strong. It looks like Arteezy is actually just hiding himself for the moment. And we'll take a look at mid. Nisha versus Abed, the Pugna versus the TA. We've seen this matchup quite a bit. Pugna tends to win it pretty hard, actually, from what we've seen a lot of the times.
Yeah, I think if you look back at some of the TA games, Pugna is even a hero that teams will ban out if they want to make sure that the TA has a good time. So we'll see how well Abed can do against the Nisha Pugna. Even if he does have that tough start, of course, one of the reasons why TA is so good, it's because you're going to be able to recover. Whatever happens in the lane, Abed should be able to have a good game out of it.
Yeah, it is a Radiant TA, as the panel was talking about, so your Ancients are a bit further, but you're still going to be able to jungle fine and catch up very, very quickly. He's already doing okay in the lane too. See if Nisha gets that range creep, so he does get the second range creep. That's 2 range creep denies for the Pugna.
Yeah, I mean, that is the great thing about the Pugna.
Hell yeah, high fives are back.
We got them back. And did you see some of the cool Frostverse item usages as well? Looks like did we get any of the new sets? I
don't see any.
No, Puppey's not geared up with the new AA.
No new sets.
No, disappointment.
They didn't have time.
Disappointment.
They woke up this morning, they're like, oh my god, the sets are out. No time to purchase all these. All right, try versus try. And Crit will find himself a nice Ice Armor. It's not your Alpha Wolf, but Ice Armor is very nice versus the Slardar as well as the Weaver.
Nice Nice little two-man crush there from mid one, but yeah, this is sort of what I'm talking about. When you're trying to fight into these heroes, they've always got the stop moves. You know, the blood right gets laid down, and suddenly you got to put a stop to that play. You can't try and commit for the kill.
This is, I mean, this ice armor is definitely going to cause problems though for their harassment at least. Look at how little damage he actually takes from people hitting him. Look.
Yeah, Arteezy doesn't care. He's just trading back very happily.
Yeah, and the Weaver gets slowed, of course, now, as that does work versus the ranged heroes. Gives you quite a lot, 30% movement speed and 30 attack speed slow. So that one is pretty high. As mid is actually, Nisha only has 2 last hits.
Wait, what? Damn, Arbet. He's having a great time with those first few waves, and it's not easy. Not easy as a TA against the Pugner, but you're right. Sure, Nisha, he's got some of the range creep denies, but for the most part of the wave, Arbet doing a solid job so far.
Yeah, that's really big, because we have seen it actually be like very dominant for the Pugner a lot of the times versus the TA. But yeah, Abed, he's now already got level 3. He's got that big base damage too. So when he's not decrept, he will guarantee get most of those last hits for himself. Ooh, actually misses the range creep as I say that, but.
And that top lane, no, Tide Hunter, Ramsey's Tide. This is just a hero that we haven't really been seeing. Why do you think that EG sort of felt that this game was a good one to fit it in?
I think that they want their lineup to be about the group and go. I think when you look at Secrets, it's more about like they're going to farm up and this Weaver's going to be really elusive and they can group up and go as well, but theirs is a little bit different. I think EG can just clump up, and then this Tide Hunter, it's very hard for them to just kill him straight up, because he's, how the hell do they actually like lock him down? He's those combo breakers we always talk about. There's a Slardar, there's a Beastmaster Roar, but he's going to get Ravage off in a majority of those fights. So I do think he's the one that they just want to rally around. They've got a TA with the lineup too, a Veno. This is a group up lineup that wants to position themselves around a Roche and then look to just keep that advantage.
I mean, looking at the 2 tri-lanes down bottom, I know we're only 3 minutes in, but do you feel that one of the tri-lanes is sort of struggling more to do what they intend to, looking at the start of this laning stage?
I would imagine Secret wanted to be more aggressive with their stance, but I think that Ice Armor really does make a big difference. And also now Crit does find the Alpha Wolf, so he actually got like the 2 best creeps you could pretty much get in this early start, as now everybody has that plus 20 damage pretty much for themselves to trade back. I think Secret would want to be able to shut down that Bloodseeker a little bit harder with this aggro tri-lane.
Yeah, no, Arteezy's doing fine against the pressure with the backup of Flying Crit. No trouble for him at the moment in the safe lane.
Abed will approach from the south, as he does know that the Pugna has a bottle, and they will get that bottom rune. So DD rune denied from Nisha. And it will go to Abed. So that's nice for TA. Will be able to jungle his camp extremely fast after he pushes in the wave most of the times.
Now, would you imagine this game, Ramses and Zai, what sort of builds? Are they the 2 that's reliant on getting those auras up for the team?
Yeah, auras, for sure. Vlad's your dominator, probably on the Beastmaster in this situation too. Can be really, really nice.
I mean, who's on Secret side, who's going to be sort of the playmaker, the fight starter? You know, are you going to see a Blink eventually? Like mid one from this position as the Slardar. Where's he going to be going with the Titan builds? Does he want to get an early Blink? I mean, as early as he can from that position, you know?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be mostly on Zai to make a lot of those plays. And Zai as well as Nisha. Nisha can move around the map quite a lot in this one, so we will be watching out for that. But yeah, I don't know. Mid one getting a Blink Dagger, that's quite a pipe dream. Yeah, exactly.
It's going to take some time for that to happen, of course. Whereas EG, Arbed, you can imagine he's going to get this Deso Blink up first in whichever order he feels fits the game best.
Yep. Starting to get some good pressure down bottom. Fly a little bit aggressively positioned here, and they get the stun. He's looking pretty dead.
Now won't be able to sneak his way back to safety through the trees. Secret find him, and the first blood goes to Matumba.
I think he got spotted when he was going to place this ward. They put a safe lane ward to watch out for the aggressive moves, and yeah, they just got seen, so he just collapsed on him with the AA as well as that Slardar.
Mid one's playing very aggressive here, hunting behind the tower. Knows that Arteezy's pretty low. Blood right down, so Matu and Puppy can't quite close on him for now. Again, in with the chilling touch, try and find the proc with the cold feet, won't be able to get it. Arteezy's out. Man,
Abed is just owning the mid lane now too. After that start, he's 37-8 to the 23-8 of the Pugna.
This is scary. This is a very, very scary start from Abed.
Templar Assassin. Heroes, yeah, like we said, this hero's been winning so many matches. In top, I actually thought that Tide Hunter was going to do a little bit better versus the Beastmaster. Zai's holding his own very well.
Bottom, bit of aggression.
Connects.
They do. Slow and the silence. Matumba cannot escape. They strike back, and in fact, they're going to dive for more. Crit going in with that extra punch. Puppy will fall. Crit able to toggle off the aggro, and they'll all get out alive, EG. So, yeah, it really feels this bottom half of the map as it's not gone to plan for Secret. Sure, they got Fly earlier, but now they're giving up kills. Nisha comes in with a rotation. Fly will be found out alone, so Nisha able to rectify a little bit of the chaos that and shoot down on that bottom. But overall, I think EG, they're going to be pretty happy with the fact that they're they're still getting RTZ that space to start the game off.
Oh, for sure. Now Abed sets himself up a kill. There is rotations coming in. He does get stunned. Can Nisha actually get close enough? Doesn't look like it. And yeah, I mean, Fly, that's exactly what you want to happen. Fly's like, oh,
Fly's the one to
beautiful. I died to the Pugna instead of RTZ getting wrapped around on. And they did lose their safe lane ward, but then that's the secondary ward they did place as Fly was getting killed. I think all in all, I think EG's pretty happy with the way that their lanes did end up at the moment. Still quite even. But Abed getting more than you would expect versus a Pugna.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
How's our builds on our Tide doing? Got the phase boots, going for that. But of course, his eye, he will be going for the dominant.
No, and I like this sort of move from EG, you know, now that Abed is sort of sweeping the camps, get Fly to sit in the mid lane, because a lot of the times, right, you're against a Pugna, if you have these heroes that sort of back off, look to gank or look to farm neutrals, you're going to lose your tower. If you're able to have a hero like a Bennett that you can just plant in the mid lane, you keep that pressure off. Yeah. You're not going to lose a tower early to a Pugna.
And it's like the absolute dream, because we saw before AA, we saw Puppy try to get some XP mid, but he's just going to get dove by TAs. Yeah. This is a tough one for them to go for here on Ramses.
Yeah,
they've got Roar, and they've got the rotation from Nisha. They might be able to get him here.
They've got the magic damage to take him down.
And saving the Roar. I think that's really important that he can look to set up a gank later on with that one instead of just not even really needing it on the time under anyway, because it just gets dispelled.
Just Secret sort of addressing where they feel they can best make plays. They've tried down bottom, they've struggled. Mid lane's hard because Abed's all over the place. He's through the Radiant jungle. He's very hard to catch and find out. Yeah. So going for Ramses, that's definitely the biggest value kill that they can find successfully. Yeah,
especially because a lot of the rotations, they're going to be spotted out, right? Because you're playing versus TA traps in this early game quite heavily. So you will be walking through the river to make your movements. And it will be seen.
Well, Ramses actually is going to go for the TP in to the mid lane. Not a lot he can do against Nisha, but
he just wants to hold the tower.
Yeah. Bottom lane, Batu still got the time lapse to play with. We'll play with it to the maximum power, getting away. And he goes with the TP. Smart play there to make sure he's well away from any chance of his TP being cancelled.
Yeah, no Infernal Blade for crit, not able to get in that range. And Abed will continue to jungle things, stacking up the camps for himself. And we're going to watch that TA just get really farmed really quick as he picks himself up the shovel as well as a GG branch. Yeah, they're just, this is like you said, the absolute dream for them is being able to make moves around the map with the TA. He can just hit the jungle, and they're not even taking any damage on the mid tower.
No, that's usually what you see. It very nicely.
Yeah, usually you'd see, you know, the hero backs up to jungle, and the mid tower is pretty much dead at this point. It's taken 55 points of damage from a Pugna. That is very significant for EG at the moment. And they've got all these traps to protect the jungle too, so Abed now able to start hitting Ancients, able to catapult himself forward in that net worth.
I mean, for Secret's lineup as well, you know, we talked about how they did want to try and be a bit more aggressive on that bottom lane early on. Does it matter if the game slows down? Like, if the pace, do they have to keep a high pace with these heroes? They do. Yeah. There's definitely the pressure for Secret here.
Yeah, they want to keep making moves. They have a Pugna versus a TA. You want to be looking to just make moves all over. As he's going to go, because he has a Veil now. Yeah, so he's very strong right now.
Absolutely destroy Crit. See if he can find anything more. RTZ backing off. Has Ramses by his side. Ravage is available if they do feel like they are pressured. Nisha getting in deep. Still hard to pass by the Tide.
They're all coming down here. This is a move that we want to see from Secret in this game.
They're going to go for the Ravage play. Straight up into the Flood. Right, Matu just caught underneath the tower, and now Nisha has to be careful. He has got Zai coming in. They'll go for the Roar attempt onto Crit, and with mid one there, the follow-up bash cuts down Crit. They'll get the Doom. They want to dive past the tower and look for more. Already RTZ TPing out of there. Ramses has been left behind. His TP, of course, on cooldown after he came down here initially. So Secret will be able to get in and get the extra kill on Ramses.
But they will take the space off of that as Abed and Fly go mid immediately and do take that tier 1 tower. That is the Pugna's tower that just went down.
True, but for Secret, they are going to get both outposts. They didn't get the bottom outpost in time, EG.
That is very, very true.
So that bottom outpost still untouched and available for Secret to take. They're not heading there yet. They're, you know, I'm sure someone will, as that is some very juicy, you know, experience to make sure that EG don't get.
Yeah. And taking the bottom tower for them is I'm wondering how much more important it is. Yeah, it's probably more, like a bit more important because then they can force the TA to go to weird sides of the map. And you see Abed already is starting to do that because this, and now they're going to just continue their pressure down bottom here.
No, for sure. Losing the Radiant Tier 1 is definitely the bigger deal nowadays with the fact that you do not have that shrine inside your jungle as Radiant on that half. It's very hard for you to get to that bottom outpost now.
Especially versus TA. That's the big one. So yeah, like we said, Secret and Zai, they have to just keep up their aggression, look to just keep making moves around the map with their kind of early game paced lineup with their Weaver, their Pugna, this very mid game / early game aggression.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mid, crit, being run down slowly here by the ball slow. Nisha's able to dive in, and again, crit dying a fair few times back to back now. About 3 times in a row over the last few minutes. The Secret have just been able to run down this support Doom.
They're going to take these buildings super fast. This Pugna, this Beastmaster.
They're going to look for Rush.
Oh.
I mean, can they? It's not going to be.
I don't know. That's a bit early to go for a rush.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just making sure they got control around the pit sentries down. Yeah, they know that TA
don't let TA.
Yeah, going for it themselves would be a little too much right now.
They're going for Arteezy. He is just dead. Goodbye.
Puppy nails it there with the AA blast.
They got vision of him with the Hawk for a second. They don't have any vision there to go for Abed. That would have been disastrous if they did have another sentry.
Yeah.
That would have been able to get both cores. And now they're going to turn this one into another tier 1. So ramp that pace up of the game.
Yeah, this is what you expected to see, right, from Secret's lineup. It'll sort of come together a lot sooner than it would for EG. So this early pressure is going to start sweeping the map, taking these objectives. The best bet for EG, what would you say? Is it just to avoid these sort of moves for now, just focus on the farm, or is there a way that EG can try and take these fights?
I think it's pretty tough for them to take the fights.
Yeah.
They have to have Ramses in position pretty much parked before the tower even gets set up on at all. Him and Fly both have to be there already, so it does seem like it's really hard as Templar Assassin can't really fight. No. Even later on, it's still tough to fight as a TA into a Pugna and into a Slaughter and into a Beastmaster. They're going to have good vision of the map, and they're going to have ways to just stop you from doing damage with the decrep. Same thing for Arteezy. A Bloodseeker running into this lineup, he just gets burst down immediately. Like this Slaughter, Pugna, Beastmaster, these heroes will just detonate you. So he has to get a bit more farm. I think EG's just going to back up and play that far game.
See that bottom mid one? He's got his eyes on Ramses. You have a TP from Puppy that came into the outpost. Also the wraparound from Matu. He's got the DD ready to go. And with the amped up damage thanks to the Slardar, Ramses, he is melting. The tide will fall. Secret continuing to roam the map and pick up kills as they wish.
Rushing at the moment with the way that they're moving. Zai hates her. He wants blood. Trying to get a target here. He's getting body blocked a little bit by his boars, but EG, they're starting to get the D wards around that Roche pit, trying to ensure that they can have control of that one at least when they do have an opportunity for it, because they will kill Roche really fast, but at the same time, Secret, they can kill Roche really fast soon too. They have the maxed inner beast, they have the beetles, Swarm soon from the Weaver. He actually hasn't even put 1 point into, by the way. 0 points in Swarm.
Yeah, that is interesting actually from Matt.
Yeah.
That would normally, that was sort of considered a pretty bad build, right, for a long time. If you don't have a point, and it is value, but interesting that Matu, the expert himself, does not feel the value of taking it this game.
Yeah, kind of neat.
I don't think you would see any other Weaver do this.
No, probably not. Is Zai? There's like no stuns. Just TP out. We mentioned that from the draft. You look at EG's, it's super limited. Crit is now getting the Centaur creep. He does have that one, so they will have that disable. He's able to get on targets, but definitely will be tough as Nisha.
Crit just gets destroyed by this Pugna's damage output.
That's 4 times in a row.
Pretty much 4 times in a row the Crit's just been blown up by the Pugna.
Yep. Have to be very careful of your positioning when you're playing versus Beastmaster, and I actually just think they have vision from the ward that they have down there, but kind of neat how he saw him there. Yep, setting the pace exactly as they should be versus this lineup. Matumba Man gets a really nice item on the Weaver, Aquila. One of the better ones you can actually get. Weaver actually using mana quite consistently.
Oh yeah, and so does TA on the other side, I'll bet.
Oh, look at that.
Find himself an Aquila.
Very nice. And he's approaching toward that Desolator too after the blink. Pretty close. Top again though.
Oh no, Crit. Oh, Crit, he's having a rough one.
He really is. He is not able to find pretty much anything in this game.
Another death, 5 deaths so far on the old Doom.
11 to 4, still got a 1 or 2k gold advantage though. EG, they tend to be that team that they always seem to find their farm. Even if they're behind in kills, they are farming quite heavily. You know, RTZ, as you know, the people meme. RTZ on the other side of the map, yeah, he's just farming, trying to get his items built up because he can't fight into this lineup at the moment.
He's got his Maelstrom, that's going to amp things up, but as you say, what he kind of needs that next time, well, maybe the BKB before he really feels confident turning up to these fights, or do you think he can get involved now?
No, I think it's too tough for him to get
early,
involved. Maybe like if he can get a cleanup, like a Veno ult goes off after a Ravage and they all start ticking low, he can go looking for a cleanup. But even then, it's definitely scary. It does feel like he needs a BKB to fight, but at the same time, you're going to get roared. But you probably still just need it.
Yeah.
If you want to get involved, that is. Unless you want to just sit back and go for more of a farm game.
Yeah, I mean, I do think, as we say, you know, this first 15 minutes, it was expected to be tough for EG's lineup if you consider the heroes against the heroes. It is only 2k in it, so, you know, there's every reason to believe that EG are going to, you know, they're yet at that power spike. They know that this is going to be a tough bit of the game. They've just got to try and push it forward to the point where RTZ and Arbed are really ready to get involved, because we haven't seen them really do anything offensively yet. It's just been about the farm. They're making sure that they can get their core items. As long as they don't lose too much map control, there could still be that big fight where EG's cores really pop off, so you've got to watch out for that.
I think they have to match the fight, though, at some point. I don't think they can just let them pretty much free reign, make all their moves around the map. Sure, your TA's farming, your Bloodseeker's farming, but you have to be able to fight back at some point, or you're all just going to keep dying with this.
And then Fly just gets popped again. Nisha just doing so much damage. He's probably the most powerful hero on the map right now. They will lose mid one in return. So he's going to be dropped down. This will be a juice kill to find Arbed. He's joining in. The Roar will be there onto Arteezy, but Arbed can focus down Nisha, gets the Pugna kill, and now they can turn for more. EG, the gush low onto Zai. He's surrounded. Infernal Blade cuts him down. Zai should pull. One more touch will do it. Ramsey can't quite get in. In fact, Arbed, he's turned his attention away to a different hero. Bloodlight's going to be laid down by Arteezy, trying to keep Arbed safe, but they've got the vision. Arbed tries to turn, but he cannot kill off mid one. The Slardar lives. Finally, the gush gets him. Ramses will find him. Arteezy with a bit of a cleanup. He gets Matu. Puppy with the TP out will escape.
Oof, that max blood, right? That silence duration on Matu. He couldn't do anything just under it the entire time. That actually hurts quite a lot. Mid one bought back, and he missed the crush on Abed, which led him back up into range of where the blood right was from Arteezy. That was quite a costly one for them to go for, because then Matumba Man dies because of it.
No, for sure. I mean, that sort of fight is a bit of a glimpse of what we're talking about, right? You know, EG come out on top there, because it's not sort of the clean, quick kills that Secret have been getting away with earlier. Now, EG, they will respond. They're ready to sort of have Arteezy and Arbed poke at the fights a bit. And you do see the power that these heroes can offer. Sure, Arbed goes down, but overall, a net gain for EG there.
Just because the Ravage actually clipping Nisha was so important here, because then Crit's able to get on top of him, get that Doom thrown out. Abed blinks forward, they even throw the Rupture as well. But we're going to see here, look, mid one buys back, they've got the Roar, they've got the control onto the Bloodseeker. Not able to chase him out entirely here though, but watch this crush as mid one does come back in when they do get this.
You see Zai very, very lucky to live there. Zai nearly goes down.
Misses the crush though, which would have had him cold feeded all the way up there, away from the Blood Right. He would have died much further north, which would have saved Matumba Man.
Yeah, Matu would not have had to position himself as such. But Secret straight back in. They're going to try. Time-lapse, they'll pop the Aegis on Ramses. So Secret do push EG back, but EG able to get away with that Aegis still. Ramses, he's still not done yet. The silence clips onto Nishi, has to TP out to safety. That's going to get the space for them to dive in for more. Ramses, wrapped onto, it gets the big one, it gets Matu, and it cleans up mid one as well as EG now starting to fly the flag.
And thank God for EG that Ramses gets the Aegis there, because he dies, comes back, and then his Ravage is back up because of the time that it took. That was a very heads-up play by Secret, though, using those cooldowns advantage for them to try to go for it, but EG responded super quick, and that was all before Arteezy has BKB now, too, and he's going to be getting very close to it after these last few fights.
And that was, I think, pretty much Crit redeeming himself for the rough start, getting in. He had the Blink Dagger, was able to make that Who Stomp play just as Roche was falling.
It's all these little things that do start to add up. Them able to get that little bit of gold extra because they clean up those heroes after that mid-fight, so they get these small items so they can get into that pit. And also just having sentries everywhere. That's the one thing I've been seeing from EG is they've been blanketing the whole map, just be able to watch out not only just for the Weavers Shakuching around, but also those Hawks. So they're always aware of the vision game from Secret. That was a very, very big scenario there. As now they still have Doom up. So.
And now EG's got a 4K lead. So
yeah.
You know, this is where it gets a lot harder for Secret. They had that edge at the start. Sure, it was a lead, but as we said, was it enough? I don't think it would. At this point now, EG starting to come ahead. Arbed and Arteezy are only going to get bigger and scarier as the game goes on. Secret's got to be careful.
Yeah, and the thing is that when you run a Pugna mid, you're very susceptible to those BKBs when they do come out that timing. Arteezy has his. Arbed is too far off his as well, which is going to make those fights a lot easier for them to just train onto targets and not worry about getting disabled from that Slardar, hit by that annoying Ice Blast. It's going to do a lot of damage.
He's alone here. Just have to be careful, Crit. Of course, he's got the blink straight in for the Who Stop into the Tomb. Nisha caught out alone. As EG, they're starting to get these big kills very, very easily. They're going to see they need to step in for more. Ruptures down onto Zio. Get the Roar to slow down Arteezy. Advance. Matsu also poking around, but it's got to be careful. EG have the numbers here. Come in, take control of the outpost. Make sure there's not going to be that chance for Secret to TP in and try and fight around it.
Straight team fights are just looking hard for Secret. They have to try to find a way to split EG up a little bit or try to take advantage of when those cooldowns are down. So right now, when they do get the respawn of the Pugna, this could be a time where they look to just go because Doom is down. But Ravage is going to be back up in 10. So it's still tough for them to find an opportunity to look for.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So Weaver, Matumba, he does have the Lincolns as we mentioned before, going back for Deso. Lincolns absolutely needed this game versus the Doom.
Definitely went for the build, though. You're going to that lack of damage. He's very lucky that he just managed to have the Imp's Claw. It's now at least given something to play with. Flight TP's out immediately. Oh, it's close.
Abed actually went for Orchid instead of his BKB in this game. So looking to get that extra little bit of lockdown for that Weaver, for the Pugna. This could be pretty devastating.
It's a risk,
silence
but
is really strong.
It really could pay off.
Yeah.
It really could. Arbed, his positioning's been pretty top tier so far. He's 4-1-5, only losing his life the once. If he can be careful with the way that he jumps in, he doesn't need nobody.
Yeah, he'll just disintegrate Nisha. Nisha might actually have to go for a defensive item. Right now, Nisha is all in on aggression. He's gone for the Dagon, the Veil, even the Aether Lens on top. No defensive tools for himself, besides what his teammates can provide, at least from Puppey with the Force Staff. I didn't really talk about how farmed Puppey is either. He's level 14 with Force Staff Ghost Scepter with the Philosopher's Stone. So he's getting a lot of net worth from those GPMs.
Bottom crit. Zai's going to start playing around with Zai doing a lot of damage here. Crit needs help and he's going to get it. Ramsey's in with the Gush, slowing down Zai. Blood right laid down. Zai has to split apart. They will finish up the kill on Crit, but Zai, he's going to be in trouble for this. The Ice Blast will be juked by Arbed. There's the turnaround from Ramsey. He's comes in with the Ravage. He's got both of them to Crepify. Stops Arteezy for now, but he pops the BKB. With the Rupture, Blood right out. EG's ready to turn. Zai will fall. He gets the Roar out, but he does die. And Puppey is on Arteezy, so has to respect the physical damage coming out from Secret. As they'll split off for now. All back to try and keep this fight going. Ramsey's playing aggressively. Very tanky at the moment on the Tide. He's not worried about Secret turning on him. They'll pop the Lincolns.
That's the one thing from Abed. When you do go this build, you can't be as crazy. You don't have your BKB, so you can't just jump in looking for these types of kills. You have to wait for like perfect opportunities. So he does sit back a little bit for that one there instead of jumping forward. And Crit does buy back for them trying to look for a big fight.
Still continuing to really feel the struggle for Secret when they do look to take these team fights. Most of the time it's they have to get a kill quickly because as soon as EG come in and are able to match the numbers that Secret haven't in a skirmish, Secret's got to get out of that.
Absolutely. Mid can't find these opportunities. He didn't actually go for that blink. He's got a Force Staff, which can help out the teammates a little bit more. Can he actually find anything of it here? So Arteezy.
They need these sort of pickoffs. Arteezy BKB still on cooldown for a couple of seconds. Doesn't matter either way. Mid one can't close the gap.
Bit too fast. Couldn't actually get just in range. Abed, almost level 20, coming up soon. So how's our level disparity looking really quickly? 19, 19, 18 on the 3 cores of EG, 17, 16, 16.
Quite a difference.
Yeah, quite a big difference there.
And when that 30-minute mark does come around, extra reason why Secret will have to do their best to get that outpost control. They're hunting Again, Secret, their best way to play is to find these solo kills.
There's
these
no
big
Ravage.
ops.
They're trying to get these fights. Ravage is up.
Should be an easy one. Matt, he's totally alone, Ramses. Totally alone, and they'll get him. This is what Secret need.
Puppey dominating. You know, Puppey getting all these last hits, of course, for himself.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Let's see if Secret can get anything more out of this. Tied down, they'll push on, see if they can pick up a tier 2 tower,
Radiant's
opening
top
up
tower is under
that
attack.
top off of the map even more for them, making it that
structures are
they're a little
fortified.
easier to control the outposts coming towards the 30-minute mark.
Look at the bottom rune. Ooh, this is juice one for Abed if you'd like to get that.
Oh, he certainly will, surely.
Ooh, and Abed also, so Abed has an Orc and a Mindbreaker. So he's got the double way to actually get the silence effects
Radiant's top
onto
tower
this
is
Pugna,
falling.
onto this Weaver. That can be pretty
Dire's
devastating for
middle
both those heroes.
That is true, yeah. If Matu's not super quick,
And
a Lincoln's pop and a silence, an easy chance for Crit to come up with the follow-up Doom.
And he's still delaying his BKB even more. He's gone for a 4-staff next on the TA. So he's trying to be extremely
I mean, he
greedy.
feels good about the game so far, Abed.
Yeah. He's got the beefcakes in the front, right? He's got the Titan, he's got the Doom to kind of distract. Same thing with like the Bloodseeker and the Venomancer. So he's going to be the one that shows up too for cleanup.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower is under
Both teams
attack.
sort of swap sides of the map for now. EG deep over on Secret's half, pushing that mid lane in. Secret themselves getting that top wave pushed right up towards the base.
They're
Dire's
considering
middle tower
forcing
is under
EG
attack.
back, it looks like. They're pinging now
Radiant's
quite a
top
bit
tower
here. And
is
they're hitting the
under
tower, and they hit it pretty hard. As we did see pointed out, is a Crystallis built up on the Weaver this game on top of his Imp Claw. And he
needs
did find a
that.
Pike Sliver too. Yeah, I think that's what he's starting to feel. He's just not hitting very hard.
They've got to have some sort of scalable, hard-hitting hero as this game goes on, as they just haven't been able to get kills quick enough in the full team fights.
His damage will be pretty high too if if the Corrosive Haze is on a target, he will be able to hit them pretty hard. And EG, they've got everything at the ready. You see Secrets respecting that. They're backing up a bit. Ooh, a telescope.
Well, we've got telescopes out now for both sides.
They bailed out very quickly. So there's vision. You see Matamba, man.
Dude, they've got the size to put the Linkers, they get the Rupture, he's been forced for the Rupture, it's hurting him, he's trapped with the TP, force him with the TP, he doesn't get out, oh, it's easy, catches him with the bump right, Matu buys back immediately, knows that the TP needs him, if EG's going to try and dive in on Secret for more, they'll respect the buyback, EG, getting away.
But neither of them, it was only a Rupture used, it was not a Rupture, it was not a Doom. They were able to just get him because of that Orchid. They just used so many different abilities to break that Lincoln's.
I mean, both teams did what they sort of had to there, yeah, using the Force Staff to try and get him out of range, but an excellent placement from Arteezy with that Blood Right, meaning that no matter the forces, they still have that final bit of damage to push Matu over the edge.
Ramses. Get himself forward. They actually go for this one here.
They're going to try and blow him up. Nice blast. Isn't going to connect though, and in fact, Doom, he's going to look to commit. He's straight in with the Doom onto Nietzsche. Ahmed's able to follow, jumps in, grabs it. He gets all four of them. It's perfect. EG destroying Secret, and Zion Puppey will fall. Matthew's surrounded. He's the only one left alive. He did fight back. He's gone for 90. EG destroys Secret, all 5 of them off the map.
What a ravage by Ramses. Catch even clips him on the on the left side there, gets the 4 heroes, and now, hey, look at that. Roche is back up, easy pickings for EG. And
team up on the road, and ages and cheese.
And Matamba, man, as you said, his net worth is completely into the dumpster, as after that buyback, he's below the Pugna, below the 3/4 of EG, and now it's looking like it could just be smooth sailings for EG in these next few moments to close this one up. Secret.
Sort of struggling to see how Secret can turn with the heroes they have.
They don't have the aspect of team fight. They have a lot of these pickoff heroes, but trying to go on Ramses first when he has a pipe as well as all these items. Crit's like, okay, I have a free initiation, and then Ramses like, okay, I have an even better free initiation. Actually, oh, I didn't even see the Ravage actually caught Nisha as well.
Oh, look at that! It got all 5.
It got all 5 of them.
I'm afraid. Yeah, Ramses looking very good on the tide. EG's coordination is something that we just see get better and better with the squad, continuing to look to reach the highest of heights with the way that they make their plays.
8-1-10 on Arteezy, 7-1-9 on Abed. These two having a spectacular performance in this game. Knowing exactly what they're supposed to do. They sat back, they farmed for a bit until they had those items to be able to jump back into those team fights in Secret.
And this is against sort of the pressure that Secret were applying that's pretty much broken down every other team that Secret's played against. But EG kept it cool. They didn't feed too much, apart from Crit. But, you know, Crit was doing his job. Crit and Fly, they were the ones dying.
Mostly crit.
Mostly
He's got
crit.
9 of the deaths.
But
that's
was
okay.
all to plan.
And the thing is, you're a Doom. You have recovery systems. Who cares if you're dying? You have Devour. You have the best built-in recovery system in the game for yourself. So he's able to get that Blink Dagger at a decent timing, and he's literally just, his job, he's making it look easy, right? He's like, there's a Pugna on the enemy team. I Blink, I Doom Pugna.
Yeah. That's an excellent shot calling from EG. Fantastic prioritization of targets in these fights.
Yeah, and now it's like, how the hell do you actually take any fight on Secret? Your damage is pretty much gone. Your carry, your Weaver has the same net worth as the supports on the side of EG. You are just not going to be hitting people hard at all. It's going to be really tough for them to take any type of fight versus EG in these next moments.
And it is crazy just to consider how much more EG's gotten out of the out of the map, right? Because kills is 19 to 18. There's only 1 kill in it, but at 31 minutes, it's a 20,000 gold lead for EG.
Look at these. If you can just pull up last hits, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
330, 232, 214. On the other side, it's much lower.
A very, very tough game now for Secret.
And very well disciplined so far by EG, the way that they did wait for these fights to come to them and wait for them to be able to turn them around after they lose a couple towers. And now, I mean, Ramses has a gem, he's got Shivas. I don't know how you can't kill Tidehunter.
No.
And they're probably going to be able to get those initiations and counter initiations on you pretty much every single time. The map is getting smaller and smaller for Secret.
Let's see what Secret's plan is.
Whew, man, I don't know. I do not know.
Playing from this position is not easy, and it certainly was not the initial plan when they came to the game with this draft.
No, definitely not. I mean, EG, we mentioned it. Their idea of the game is going to be this group up when they get those items, and that's exactly what they've been starting to do. And why would they split up at all? They're going to keep grouping up. So the way Secret does get back in this game is pretty much finding pickoffs whenever people do split up. But EG's not really splitting up too much. Crit kind of is right now at the moment, but mid one's alone.
Yeah, he's got a TP, but obviously cannot go with it. With Crit having Doom available.
Crit's just messing with him until his teammates come back.
Buying time for the rest of them to come in.
And they will be able to follow up and finish off mid one. Crit toying with him. And immediately, Crit does port top. He saw Matama Man for a second. Wants to try to go for something here. And he does have Blink, he does have 4 steps, so he has a way to blink that, break that Lickens very easily to get that Doom.
See if they can get the combo off in time. Matu getting in, no detection down, so Matu will be able to scout them out himself and get away before EG has a chance to go on him.
Their damage just feels so limited on Secret. Doesn't feel like they can really bring down anybody. If they can catch people isolated like we were mentioning, they can, but yeah, the team fight is just far too strong. Level 24, he's just completely been like, you know what, I don't even need the BKB in this game at all. He's gone for full greedy build, full damage for himself.
No, it feels like, you know, Secret, they came into this game with a little bit of a different draft and a very difficult draft to play.
Just all about the execution. Like, you have to with their draft, look at it, and I'm like, you have to play this game super perfect. Make some mistakes when you have a Pugna, a Weaver, these mid-game heroes. You can't make these type of mistakes, and
Crit.
EG, they capitalized on it.
Blink in, slide in, drop the Doom down for Zion. Matu's gonna try and help out by poking at Crit, but he just doesn't do the damage. Has to go for CP out, but RTZ has the bash. As EG continuing to get these easy kills, as Secret seemingly unable to make any plays at all right now.
I don't know what they can do. There's no way that they're going to be given any opportunities by EG. And EG, now they're starting to close the map, going for that high ground. They're just jumping
right in.
Nisha doesn't have a blink though.
He's in for Ravage. Nisha will survive.
Did dodge the Ravage on the Pugna.
Let's see if they can punish this deep play from EG. They get the crush into the Ice Blast. Ramsey slides away, and Ramsey's has still got a lot of backup. Secret will be able to force Puppey back up to the safety of the high ground. Still without Matu for 30 seconds. Arteezy steps up. He's been roared. Arteezy's falling low. They still have the G's. They've got to keep him alive. They will. Cheese is popped. Arteezy's ready to dump back in with the BKB. They'll kill off Nisha, kill off Zai, as Abed has no trouble dealing with these squishy heroes right now. The mid-racks will fall. It is indeed all over this game one as EG take the win.
Just a couple Dooms, a couple fights that don't go Secret's favor, and it just swings so quickly. Abed, I do believe that Secret wanted better in these lanes. They wanted They wanted that team.
10 seconds remaining.
Team secrets turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Five seconds remaining.
Team secrets turn to pick.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team secrets turn to geniuses turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Evil geniuses turn to pick. Team secrets turn to pick.
10,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Earth Shaker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secrets turn to pick.
Omni Knight.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Evil geniuses turn to bat.
Bloodseeker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secrets turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secrets turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Gyro
Choose your hero.
to the omniscient. All ready to roll.
Prepare for battle.
Missing bottom.
Thank you, Shiva. Yes, game 2 of EG versus Secret ready to go. Drafts a bit of a switch around, right? We've got the Bloodseeker on the other side this time round. Sort of similar to the setup that EG had the Bloodseeker last game. There's a lot of stun, a lot of things that the Bloodseeker can follow up with the Blood Right Matuma Man this game. And EG on their side, we're seeing the strong heroes again. Arbed's TA for the second time this series, and Arteezy, he's going to be ready to fight on the Gyro.
I mean, if it's you're winning every game with TA, why not just pick it again?
I think so. That win rate, well, it's only gone up after last game, right? So it's pushing close to the 90% win rate.
Let's give it a quick little refresh and take a look at what the number exactly actually is. Let me. Yeah, it didn't refresh actually. Well, either way, it's above the 85% win rate. It's probably around like the 90. Yeah, like
it's very, very high. And of course, you know, Gaben, he's going to be giving a clap to Crit. He has got that beautiful new
We've got the set.
So
look how cute he is.
Yeah, looking forward to him grabbing up a tree.
Too bad he's support, so he's not going to have the tree for quite a long time.
We're gonna have to wait for the Christmas tree.
But he still looks cute. He's a little picture. He's all blue and, you know,
very nice.
Look at him. He's pretty. Hey. Look at him. He's actually adorable.
The question is, how many chests did he have to open to get that? It's the extremely rare one.
Yeah, let's see if he can get the rune as he's getting stalked. He's got the toss. We'll be able to secure that one.
Yeah, pay to win confirmed.
Pay to win. All right, so let's take a look. Not unlike Puppy to pick a 5 melee lineup, of course, right? So I do believe that's why we see that Gyro kind of coming out, as he can be very strong versus all that. So that's a pretty interesting one. However, they did pick it into a Centaur, and I know Arteezy is one of the big ones that has said in the past, laning versus Centaur is not fun as Gyro because you have really low base damage. Centaur has high base damage. He has a great animation. So it looks like they're actually just dodging the matchup immediately. They're putting Ramses in that one, and they're putting the Gyro in an aggro lane versus the Bloodseeker and the tree.
Yeah, I think EG's going to be very happy with these matchups.
Oh my god, look at Zai already. And a high five, sure, why not? So they did fissure block the wave as we saw initially to at least put that creep wave under the tower, so Zai will be able to get a lot of free last hits afterwards as it pushes forward. Crit looks like he was trying to get a toss back there, but unable to find it, and now the lane positioning is going to be great for Zai as he just continues just dropping snowmen, throwing fireworks at Ramses over and over again. It's having fun.
On this mid lane, Nisha Magnus, you know, last game on the Pugna, he had a good game, right? He was like 7-0-2, but he definitely wasn't as dominant as we've seen him on the Magnus. You know, this hero, he can take over the game and have this incredible level of farm that no one else can really keep up with. So
yeah, this is a much more comfort hero. Like Anisha Pugna, sure, you know, Anisha, he's this very star player and all that, but like Anisha Pugna just doesn't sound like it's his style. This is more like his style, where he can just get this super amount of farm and be this big carry, rather than you're forced to just be a playmaker on Pugna. You're not a carry. You are a playmaker every single time. So yeah, we'll see how much farm he's going to be able to get, as we've seen him do very well versus Templar Assassins, and he should be able to do just fine on this Magnus versus it again.
see. Top lane, I mean, it's running it just the dual lane, the two of them at the moment.
Fly is just getting some little wild wings for himself here. He's trying to actually stack the camp and make sure he gets a different one, but Puppey actually blocks it. So Fly will have to just stick with these really awful creep here that does pretty much absolutely nothing.
Oh no.
Just a little bit of damage, 30 damage. Okay. Mid one and crit, just constantly giving each other some high fives there. And how is the lane top doing? They are trying to pressure here onto Matumba, but he's still getting to get some last hits. Could see that level 2 is gonna. Puppey did walk away from the lane for quite a while to de-ward actually the pull, so he's still only level 1, while Matumba Man is level 3. But now the action's happening. Fly is getting beat on, but constant missiles onto Matumba Man will not let them actually get too aggressive, as they have no way to kill the missile with double melee. Well, actually all melee, so they're never gonna kill the missile.
Now, this bottom lane, is this expected for the Omni Knight to do so well against the center early on in the 1v1?
I didn't think so, actually.
Ramsey's is smashing it.
Especially with the way that they fissured the first wave to try to push it into Zai's favor.
Yeah.
It's a bit surprising, but now the Retaliates are building up Zai. He's going to get some pressure onto him here, but we'll miss a couple last hits off of it too. So, yeah, Ramsey's doing an excellent job down here to get all those last hits. And maybe Zai should stop throwing so many fireworks and focus a little bit on the last hits there. Just having a little bit too much fun.
Top lane.
The rotation.
They've got the wrap round, that'll be your first blood. Mid one gets in, makes the play, no escape for Fly.
I'm cool with him taking the kill too. I think as an Earthshaker who's roaming around, taking the kill is always pretty nice for yourself, as you do need that extra gold. And they were actually moving a lot on their support, so mid one's still like pretty much completely level 1, and Puppey was almost only level 1-2 for a while, as he was just focusing on de-warding a pull.
A little bit of a poke towards Fly. Still do have mid one eyeing up from the side. See if they can get a Fisher play. Bottom lane Zai.
Can they actually get him here? They've got to heal. They might be able to. They will.
They got the toss up. They got the burst. I mean, this lane bottom, it's going beautifully for EG. You know, Ramsey's, he's just continued to impress in the off lane. I remember back at sort of the previous major, it started off with some rough showings, but ever since then, he's just getting more and more confident on his side lane role.
Yeah. This time very safe lane, but it doesn't matter either way. Same thing. He's just having an excellent time in those 1v1s. It's Fly.
Yeah, he's on his own, and well, he's getting a bit of help from the Tiny, but in terms of the CS and the laning, it's solid.
But look at this. He's got a massive creep wave coming under himself here. See if he's able to see if he can get all these last hits here. Zai is back in the lane. We'll probably look to disrupt a couple of those. And mid, we see Nisha pulling a little bit ahead, and then both of them, they're just going to hit jungle and both be pretty much evenly farmed if they are able to do so, as Arteezy is stepping a bit far here.
He's a little deep. Avalanche will get him some sort of safety as Crit comes in, slows down the 3 of them, and that will be enough to save Arteezy.
All melee heroes, so they can't actually get on him after that Avalanche does come out.
5-minute runes up. EG will be able to grab the 2 outpost bounty runes in the river. Mid one claims 1. Bottom, Ramses is trying to make it there before Zai's. And in fact, Zai, he's not going to even go for it. So EG will get the 3 for 1.
You know, I was saying that Abed and Nisha were kind of even, but I actually just pulled up the net worth, and I guess he's been hitting jungle creeps a lot more on the TA already early on, as it's 700 gold lead already for Nisha. Just having that super high base damage and all. We have seen him do really well versus TAs a couple times here at this tournament, so it's not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, you've certainly got to keep your eye on the speed that Nisha will farm. Top lane, toss back from Crit, gets the setup into the clutches of Arteezy with that rocket barrage, bringing Matu down low. Crit, he's only got to find a couple more touches and it should do it. Stick charges will actually keep Matu safe. The body blocks as well from mid-one will make sure that Matu can get away. Pots the salve, but the flak does cancel it. So a lot of that salve healing taken away.
And he's talking forward.
They're going to chase in for this one. Another rocket barrage that slows there from the Nature's Grasp, but he got the chance to throw out a homing missile.
Crit's chasing. He's got to have another toss and aim.
And in fact, Arteezy's able to chase down mid-one. They get the shaker, the missile connection, in they go. Crit's on top of him. Matu.
Can he get the toss? Does he have a vision? He does not.
So Matu will live.
He puts a ward down. Oh, it's just too late. He was trying to toss the creep after putting the ward down. That would have been a sick play if he does get that toss off, but unable to. But either way, they pressure them all the way back.
Time out of lane for Matu.
Yeah. So the safe lane Bloodseeker we have seen have a very high success in this game, and he's also going to have ways to recover, of course, with that Magnus. And oh, that's a
juicy one. That's
like the phase boots.
Yeah, phase boots and a man go out of the game for Ramses for a minute and a half.
And Zai is now actually just opting to just cut the wave instead of actually playing the lane.
But look at this pressure from EG, just getting behind towers. Crit able to find the toss back onto mid one. Feeds a good kill to Arbed. They will look to make a play whilst they know that RTZ is exposed and alone as they go in aggressively onto the gyro. Still has the stick charges. He's under the tower. Matu's trying to dive. Rocket barrage is out. Can RTZ kite this up? He's running away, but Matu, he's too speedy for the gyro to deal with. So Secret will get the kill.
A good heads-up move there by them. As soon as they saw the Chen mid, they immediately go aggressive onto RTZ top because they know he's alone. A lot of rotations already happening. 3-2 in this game. Nisha reigning supreme.
As soon as they lose RTZ,
he goes right back.
The supports come back up top. Crit again with the toss back.
Oof, and Puppey was trying to actually pull the wave back, and he missed the pull. He tried to do the upwards pull from the hard camp up into the tower area, and he actually wasn't able to get it either over here. And RTZ, he's farming really well in this aggro lane, and now Puppey.
He could be in trouble. Put the grass down to slow down the chase of RTZ, but he has to reach for the rocket barrage. It's another kill. Going the way of the gyro very early on. He's managed to get himself involved in 3 kills already, RTZ.
Very aggressive positioning. Already the lanes that EG set up for themselves are working out right now. Yeah, the TA is a little bit behind, but either way, I'm sure they're very happy because their Omni Knight's getting full levels, full free farm, as well as their gyro getting pretty much the same.
Maybe they can find something here. Arbed's got an Invis.
Zai forced to stampede. The mini stuns from the Avalanche, will they be able to get him? I think they will be able to here.
They're certainly going to try for it.
Nice stun.
Toss forward. They've got the vision to get Ramses in on top of Zai.
Orb of Venom slow with that 2 points in the degen.
Zai needs help, but he's not going to get it. They're going to leave him to be. Zai will fall. EG playing incredibly aggressive. It just doesn't stop the top lane. They're diving in underneath the tower, looking for Puppey. He's surrounded by the mud golems. He's just healing himself up with the shield, but it's not going to keep him alive. RTZ claims another life. Will TP out. Matu is able to come in and pick off the supports round the back of the tree line whilst RTZ goes for the dive. But RTZ will keep himself safe.
Mid one is only level 3 right now in the game on Earthshaker. He's spending a lot of time running around. He has died twice. And they are taking advantage of whenever they do know these movements are happening. They have traps down, so they do see whenever heroes are rotating around. And now mid.
Zai, he's deep it in. He has got the living armor buff, keeping him healed up. They'll get the toss back over the Fisher back into the hands of Arbed.
He's tanky. But Ramses is right behind him. Like he's just standing on top of him there. Zai, actually, they do find a GG branch. They find the Ironwood tree, so they could actually look to pass that to the tree. Is top.
The Mud Golem stuns into the homing missile. Matsu, he's just straight up dead again. RTZ's game continues to go from
mid two.
From better to better.
Another one.
They're just diving in past the tower. They know that they're strong right now, EG, and they're using it to beautiful potential.
They are definitely abusing the fact that they know Nisha's just going to be hitting jungle for a while, and they're making very aggressive moves. This Earthshaker, he's only level 3. He can't contribute much of anything to help, and he's just going to go down again.
It's a hard game from him when he has got backup. Fisher, Nisha is there. Of course, no RP, still on cooldown for 50 seconds, so there's no way to keep mid one safe.
Can he get a return kill here? They will be able to pop the Stampede. He's trying to chase forward. Should be able to get himself at least one.
Maybe they can get a second. Trying for Ramses. He's got the heal and he is back deep on his half of the map, so Nisha cannot chase any further. At least they're able to find something, but it's not necessarily the big core kills that the Secret really want to try and get.
No, definitely not. And RTZ's still just getting absolute full free farm up top compared to Matumba. Like you said, he's getting killed non-stop, getting pressured over and over again inside the laning phase.
Yes.
Solid start for EG.
One heading up, but all these movements spotted out by EG's wards and traps.
Yeah, it's just all over the place. These traps are always going to prove to be such a nuisance whenever you are trying to make any moves around. And Matumba Man's actually gone bottom to try to just get away from RTZ because he just keeps getting killed by him. And RTZ, he immediately ports bottom when he sees that. He's like, all right, you can't run from me. Wants to try to look for something here as Matumba Man has to be very careful of his positioning.
Matsu does head to the west, could walk straight into a combo from RTZ.
Waiting for it, he's pinging it. The call down will get onto him.
Tries to go for the tree line to catch Matsu by surprise, but
I like his speed. I like that move though by RTZ. He's playing this kind of like, he's just following Matumba, right? He's farming still very well, but he's also putting a lot of pressure onto the map, onto the enemy carry. Very, very good option for himself. And he's also dodging Zai in these scenarios. Zai goes top, has Hood, level 9, still having a good time on the Centaur, but 0 and 3.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
Get
is
some
under
jelly.
attack.
Jelly for TA, Jelly for Gyro. And they're bringing Gyro top. That's also the beauty that Arteezy does have in this game, having the Chen, of course. Be able to make these free moves all over the place and then get brought back to a lane that you want to farm. And it looks like farming will be a little bit of the name of the game, as I do believe Secret wants to get their level 6 in particular on this Earthshaker.
Omniscience.
11-5. Okay, lead at the moment for E.
Are you going to be upset?
I was going to say, I've always said the double drum curse. It's claimed a few teams' lives so far in these games. They have gone for the double drums, EG. We'll see. It looks good for them so far. But if they lose, I'm blaming the drums.
Arteezy doesn't have his just yet, but soon. But yeah, Omni Knight has his finished, and Arteezy is building one as well. There's mid. Nisha looks for an aggressive move. Actually, the RP defensively.
There's no follow-up, though.
Not quite 6 on mid one. If he did have Echo, potentially they could try.
Try for the TP. Can they find him? The Avalanche. They can. Crits into the trees. They've got him. A meld hit. Nisha's dead.
That's a big kill. He's worth so much gold because he's still top net worth in the game. And they're looking to chase forward for mid one as well as the blink on Abed, but they can't actually. That is painful. And Matumba Man, he's not getting any free space at all. Ramses is pressuring down bottom as well as they're making all those moves, and Matumba Man doesn't want to approach him at all, so you could just get heal bombed. PG all over the place with making these aggressive moves. Zai is a bit too tanky for them to try to go for with this hood. 1700 HP. There is some more further rotations coming in from both sides.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's starting to take quite a lot here. Ramses is getting here.
They're finally bringing in a TP, but it's far too late. I think Midbon, he could end up feeding himself. He will drop the Echo. Maybe with the Blood Bright, they can start something going in their favor. Secret, due to the silence under the three of them, they'll take fly.
But Abed's here now too.
And Midbon, he's dead. Matu, can he get away? Still got a bit of that speed boost. Abed looking for the body box.
Nice blocks.
Buys time for Crit to come in with the Avalanche. They're going to be able to clean up the Bloodseeker as well. Again, EG just making the better plays.
Secret's kind of just getting dismantled right now from EG's movements. EG collapsed so quickly onto that top tower. Secret didn't have any way to actually respond. They kind of trickled in one by one without actually having their train protector up there either with the overgrowth. This is looking a bit scary here for Secret. EG having excellent farm on a Gyro and a TA versus a Bloodseeker lineup. The Magnus is still farming well, but Matumba Man has been slowed down significantly.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Secret, they've got to make sure that Nisha can have that sort of time and space to be the incredible beast that he's been on Magnus in previous games. Sure, he's still their second highest in the net worth.
Rotation's coming. But EG is looking to set up.
All three of EG's cores, they're just online and ready to go. And Secret, they're not quite yet. They're having to avoid all these plays, but Crit again with the ramp into the start. They're going to put the RPs only down onto Crit. Blood Bright drops in attempt to stop EG from going in, but EG, they're not stopping anytime soon. The charge trick straight through them. Nisha's gone. Zai as well. They're not even done yet. They're diving past the tier 1. Matu, he wants them to stop. He lays down another Blood Bright. Maybe EG dove too far. It's easy. No, he's fine. Secret cannot turn. They're not ready to fight.
But the thing is, too, is you look at EG's lineup, they don't really have these long cooldowns that they're looking to fight and wait for. While you look at Secret, that was them actually using everything except for the Echo Slam. That was RP. I believe the Overgrowth was used as well, and the Stampede, and Rupture, and they still aren't able to even fight in any escape.
They get Crit, and that's it.
Uh-oh. That is extremely problematic when you have all your ults and you still have no chance to fight versus EG in that one.
No, EG just looking at ridiculously strong right now.
Yep, and you see the RP only lands onto Crit. It looked like he was trying to get Ramses in it too, but wasn't quite able to. And then Arteezy just comes in for the cleanup with Abed freely versus pretty much nothing else to follow up with.
No, it's what you talked about in the panel mentioned at the start. Just having all these melee heroes, you're just going to see every fight now at this portion of the game. Arteezy's going to get his full damage output out onto everybody, and then obviously melee heroes is still, but it's very nice for the other cores to fight against too. Ramses, he's always on top of you as the Omni Knight. Abed easily going to be hitting the side blade splashes
multi-hero traps as well in every single one of the situations. Yeah, it's looking really tough for Secret at the moment. It's 7K advantage already, and the thing is that they're also getting all these towers too, so they can just keep looking to put the pressure on and keep these aggressive moves and more aggressive traps. And this is
from mid one.
A tough one. Can they actually get him?
They will.
Okay. With everything?
Every ultimate does cost every ultimate, but it gets a big kill. You know, any sort of core like that, they will take it.
And Matamba Man does get the last hit for himself too, so I think is that his Maelstrom finished? It is. So that's his big farming tool and a big damage tool that will actually be able to do quite a lot versus GA. It's quite nice for them.
Side's pretty deep.
Uh-oh. Nice.
And he's also pretty dead.
He's way too deep.
Anisha. Anisha was here as well.
Oh, the Christmas tree. He's at level 10 on Tiny.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Anisha will go down to the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it.
I love it.
Oh, what's on the bottom of it?
Little bells.
Oh. I mean, that's just pretty. And immediately smoke. Like we said, EG, they don't have to wait for cooldowns. Their lineup is all about the fighting.
They are so active.
And they've got traps, they've got wards, watching all the farm from Matamba Man. Matamba trying to get away.
Oh, not another core. Zai into Nisha, into Matu.
All
it
three.
couldn't be written any better for EG.
They're just completely dismantling Secret. Just perfect movements all over. Blink, Deso, TA, taking out mid tower. Level 16 TA as well at the 1749.
My goodness. It does feel this series, it's been tough for mid-bomb, right? The Slardar, the Shaker. He hasn't been able to get much done. Maybe time to go back to the first phase Rubik picks.
Yeah,
because at the start, we saw him have some incredible games on those, but these games, I think he's being given very hard heroes to play with.
Yeah, the Shaker and the Slaughter are definitely much harder to make work as EG. Now they can just make their free way into the Roach Pit. How long do we have? Echo Slam 40? There's no way that Secret can look to fight this. Even if they had their ultimates, I don't think they can look to fight this one anyway, versus how strong EG is with, they have Mech on Fly, they have the heal coming in from Ramses. They just have so many different tools to protect themselves.
Best bet Secret is, you know, at least with this draft, they have that sort of potential where they can farm, look for the late game wombo combos, these huge RPs, Echo Slams, Blood Brights.
But at the same time, EG's draft scales very hard with a TA and a gyrocopter.
It's something for Secret, but it really isn't a lot.
No, definitely not.
To be behind this much, this early on in the game, it feels pretty bad for Secret.
And Zai is trying to find somewhere to farm, but they seem to just have his number.
And he's going to find somewhere to feed instead.
We'll make them work for it a little bit, but inevitably should go down here as there's a toss in a second. It does get brought down.
Looking very broken this game, Secret.
Unable to really find much of anything. They have to expend so many ults to kill anybody. Arteezy now has a BKB finish too.
I mean, he's from the lane. I mean, all of them. The whole lineup of EG has just had a great start to this game.
Yeah, but who's dying, right? It's just been kind of flying crit.
Yeah.
Crit is part of 16 of their kills.
Abed hasn't died. Ramses and Arteezy, they've only died the once each.
Yep, it's looking like
pretty flawless.
Pretty perfect game so far from EG with all their rotations. And now, will they actually get both of these outposts? Secret is positioned top smoked, trying to contest it. But it is Ramses. He's a tough one. He's just standing. He knows. Pops the Grace. They're going to try to take
no way
it.
to stun him.
But Arteezy's here, and they've got ways to kill him.
They get the outpost in time before the 20 minutes. But they are indeed going to look to pay with, well, not both of their lives. They don't have the control and detection for Puppy, so Puppy will be able to walk away.
The Sentry is actually in the backpack of Fly, so he didn't actually put that one out there in time.
So Puppy will live, and I mean, Secret obviously being behind, very important that they do at least hold on to that outpost, which they do manage to secure before the 20 minutes.
Stuns.
Micro control, it's there onto Matu, who's going to go for the TP. Is he out in time? He's not. They've got follow-up stuns. Matu's dead again. You know, we say on EG, you know, they've been able to play it in a nice way where they're only really losing supports. It feels like Secret, they're only really losing the cores. It's just core death after core death.
Yeah, they're just completely getting owned by EG's movements. I mean, Zai is 0 and 7 in this game, and they gave him a fissured block into trying to give him a successful lane, but Ramses played it super well.
Owned that lane.
And now Puppy's just dead. He's dead for 35 seconds. That's a Rex.
Yeah.
Oh, and they get mid one. Look at that.
Oh, why not? Let's say another play
with the present.
21 minutes.
They just call it.
I mean,
they're done here.
It's understandable. This game is well and truly over. EG, not once, but twice, have absolutely annihilated Secret. This series wasn't even close.
My God, first pick TA seems to be working incredibly.